That's
All
really
right,
nice.
this is a safe space between us, so let's get into the chats. Pot bellies, love handles, spare tires. We often joke about our increasing waistlines, but they could be hiding a deeper issue, and that is insulin resistance. Now, the silent disruptor is often the body's early warning system for more serious health concerns. And that's exactly why we've got Amanda Weber, a registered dietitian, here to shed light on what's actually going on and also the proactive steps that we can take. Yes, you and I together, Mzansi. So let's get into this. Amanda, welcome.
Thank you. Thank you so much
for being here. And such an important conversation that we're covering as well. Many women, I think, in particular face this, but I know men also are part of the conversation. So something seemingly innocent, like a growing waistline, right, can actually speak to some concerning health concerns, particularly when it comes to insulin resistance.
You are so right.
So let's talk about this.
You're so right, because the increasing waistline is purely the tip of the iceberg. And the reason we say that, so we have two layers of fat. And just under the surface of the skin, we have the subcutaneous fatty layer. But if you dig a little bit deeper, under the muscle layer, you find the visceral fatty layer. And this is definitely the more sinister of the two, because this fatty layer actually grows around the organs. And if kept unchecked, this visceral fatty layer will start behaving as an endocrine organ. And that is very worrying, because it will start producing inflammatory chemicals. So we know this is such an important thing to address.
Wait, you said that if it continues to grow, it may act and operate as an endocrine organ.
Exactly. So it's not just that we're worried about the fatty layer, it is what is going to do to the body.
Right.
And also what happens with insulin resistance is that it's not a stagnant condition. It will progress. And that is what we need to understand, that unless we address it before it becomes diabetes and before it becomes a bigger problem, because we know that diabetes is so inflammatory and has all these risk factors associated with it.
What are some of the subtle but maybe hidden signs that we might be missing to indicate that your body is struggling with insulin resistance?
So fatigue, major one. Often the patients complain, I'm tired all the time. Resistance to weight loss, they train, they don't know what they're doing wrong. But also symptoms like mood issues, mood swings, memory problems, skin tags more visible on the patient, cravings. So there are so many things, but what we understand is that inflammation plays such an important role. And to give you an idea of what inflammation is, just for those that don't know, a healthy, happy cell we can compare with a grape, beautiful, firm, but an inflammatory cell, or a cell that is exposed to inflammation, looks more like a raisin. So the membrane simply does not work. So inflammation, as a result, is a big problem.
Oh my gosh, thank you for that picture, because now all I'm seeing is a packet of raisins and I'm like, no, we want the plumpy grapes. Okay, so please tell me you've got some good news. What sort of advice could you give to patients who are currently experiencing these symptoms?
The most important advice is take charge. Take charge. Start with the eating. It's really important, because we all know, do not eat the crisps and the pastries and the croissants,
all the things that you crave and you want.
We know we should cut back on those, but more importantly is to introduce the things that the body really needs. And with that I mean, add a good quality protein to most meals. Fiber is vital, as it slows down the emptying of the tummy, and good fats are also important. So the dietary changes are really important, but even as important would, for example, be exercise and manage your stress well.
Sure.
And have a good sleep routine. So it's all these other things that we can do to really benefit the body long term. Yes.
Thank you so much, Amanda, for coming through with all of that wisdom.
No,
it really is a serious issue, hey?
Absolutely, absolutely. Because like I said, it will not just be insulin resistance, it will progress to diabetes. And for example, we also see a lot of association with an increased waistline with cardiovascular problems, diabetes, blood pressure, and even mental health.
Yeah. Understanding our bodies is one of the most powerful steps towards better health and better well-being. And MNI is helping and encouraging you to recognize the signs, to take action most importantly, and get tested for insulin resistance. Because when you know better, you can live better.